tip of the tongue, teeth in the lips. Take the camera, tip it to the side. Cello, you've got a Slam Synopsis. Fading on stars and it's time to rock. Not with Paramore, but Paramount. Sneak into the seedy underground club. This pub might rub some the wrong way. No vacancy is sent to entertain. Dewey's going insane, ripping guitar solos, but he don't know that it's too absurd. Some patrons text, let's bail on T9 word. Man, we are old. Dewey took a hard stage dive in the dive bar and wakes up in his apartment with his bestie Ned Schneebly and Sarah Silverman, and they want their rent, though. They should just ask Theo. He was in that show. See, Ned is ultra-whipped by his girlfriend, but it's okay, friend, because they contribute to society. It's a pretty sight. See, Dewey's waiting to be rolling in the Benjamins, but he'll have to begin again because his band kicks him out abruptly with no class, so now they're just a funny little footnote on his epic ass. There's no point to sit and whine, so Dewey just tells them to read between the lines. Read between the lines! So Dewey is seriously sullen. He gets a call from Principal Mullins. A teacher broke her leg and she's nearing a beg to our slob to recruit Ned for the job, which pays $600 a week. So Dewey gives Ned Schneebly the phone and is shown the doors to Horace Green Prep. He tries to sidestep because he's got some stuff he's got to do, but the day is through at 3 and he avoids a scolding by assuring he has minds for molding. So Mr. S is sure not shrewd. He's in a bad mood and just wants some food on the double. They're not going to get in trouble. He's hungry and hungover, which means the day will be long. It means he's an alcoholic.
Wrong.
It means he was drunk yesterday, so today we will settle for starting on this crapola tomorrow. But oh no, iCarly wants her storyline of praise next to the demerits. F this shit. Angered he seems by this regime ruining self-esteem, and our educational hater says, see you cats on the flip-flop later. So Ned used to be the satanic sex god, exposing his bod, and his girlfriend's all, I'm controlling and rolling in money are these kids' parents, because school costs 15 G's, and geez, that's nice, but Dewey has some advice to just quit and throws a fit about the man. Oh, you don't know the man? Well, the man with the plan is known for the blown ozone, the bungled jungle, and in a harsh rampage, he kidnapped Shamo and put her in a chlorine cage. But there is a way to beat him. To defeat him, rock and roll is the key. But oh no, the man ruined that too with a little thing called MTV! So do yourselves a favor and just give up! Shut up! Miss Mullins enters to surrender the class to their music lesson. This session is all classical with Concierto de Aranjuez, and who says these kids can't rock and roll? The eyebrow to be sold that these kids can really play, and why didn't anybody tell him, Zach? On guitar learns Iron, Smoke, and Highway to Hell, but Dewey's in heaven. Lawrence nails the doors while opening up new ones, because his piano is perfect. He's perfect. Third is 4 strings with Katie, who brings a knowledge of cello into this place. You tip it to the side. Very good. Last up is Freddie, because they need a drummer, and he plays percussion, which the movie makes a bummer, but he pulls a stunner and rips out some thunder in our prepubescent prototype as their first muted jam in the key of G, with the fifth above it, and the middle one. Actually, no, they didn't use the middle one. And it's time to usher in our new class project called Guitar Hero. Rock band, and it's so grand that every school in the land will be there, and be assured that this will end up on your permanent record. Hello, Harvard, yo! The kids fall for his BS when Summer passes the first test that grades didn't matter, but it's a super secret show, so let's keep it on the down low. Parents? No! They don't want to hear anything about it, so keep it zipped, except for Akila and Herpy, who belt out some nice pipes, and Summer wipes off Dewey's smile because she was good, just good. If this plot seems less fun and more asinine, there are some nice motifs about not being to the nines but still being cool. You're not a fool if you're a rocker, because everyone will jump on your bandwagon because you're the bee's knees, the cat's pajamas, the crouching tiger, hidden dragon. They rock today. Time to rock and roll out the roster of his foster band children. Zack Attack on guitar with subtle panache, it's Posh Spice on bass. Mr. Cool will school you on keys, Spazzy McGee on drums, but the rest ain't bums. Don't slouch where you stand. Just because you're not in the band doesn't mean you're not in the band. Blondie and Braceface are dead ringers for backup singers. Tough Guy and Shortstop will put any threats to bed. Can he just be the band stylist instead? Of course you can, Fancy Pants. Carrot Top, Roadrunner, and Turkey Sub will handle the subs, and this club needs to make a psychedelic show. The remaining 3, though, are groupies, whose job is to worship, make shirts, hats, and the band's name. But later, Summer doesn't want that shame. She says, no ifs, ands, or buts, because groupies are sluts. They sleep with the band, so Dewey cans her and makes her band manager. What's that? El Capitano will be on lead vocals and shredding guitar, because he's not too old. They get sold, and they all raise their hand to defer to him on all issues related to the musical direction of the band. And they get rockin'! Alright, the next day everyone's here, so it's time to talk major rock influences, but the kids are not as fluent as Dewey is, because their idols are Christina, Puff Daddy, and Liza Minnelli, which is just silly, because none of them have heard of Lead. How about Sabbath? Ugh, what a disgrace. Motorhead? Oh, what do they teach in this place? So the sketch gets shredded, and now we have rock history, appreciation, and theory, and then band practice the rest of the day. But what song will they play? Well, after Summer grade grubs with her sub, we find out that Dewey has one that he wrote in like 15 minutes, so don't send it if it doesn't sound right, and it begins with a beam of light. Chimes, Freddy. In his heart. And then, Katie, you come in with the bass. Have you seen Hawaii 5-0? Where there's like a hardcore, let's live hard, let's live hardcore. Big ol' explosion. Some like confetti falls down. Anyway, that's all he's got for now.
I liked it, Mr. Schneebly. I thought it was really catchy.
Thank you. At lunch, the groupies pitch cute band names like Pig Rectum, and, Miss Mullins is here, so Billy's time is not ample. He'll just make some samples. Dewey meets his fellow teachers, including this average Joe, Gabe, who really likes testing, but Dewey would rather be resting and just let the children lead the way. But that's a song they deduce stand its Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. There, now you know. Back at practice, Freddie puts on a floppy show. It's a little sloppy Joe, gotta tighten up the screws, and Zach needs to be more loosey-goosey, baby. Loosey-goosey. They're creating musical fusion and are not in a rut. Conclusion, their homework will blow the classical music out your butt. Turkey Sub, aka Tamika, wants to be a singer, but the shy student stares straight down and whoa! She snipes him with some nice pipes and has got herself a solo later in the movie. Let's keep grooving, rocking to the next lecture with this conjecture. What is rock about? No, it's not about scoring chicks or getting wasted. These kids should be disgraced and just stick it to the man. Tell the worst teacher you've ever had to shut the hell up, stupid ass. Tell that freeloader he's a fat loser and he has body odor. Get a little wacky, add some sass, just don't call him tacky. You'll see him after class. And these kids vent about real adult issues but in kid form, like doing chores, allowance, or bullies. And bully, this has a good message to tell them to just step off. A step off poem that's still fun. Should I do one of those? Oh, I did. Check it out when this one's done. Dewey is at lunch with those who can't do. He then joshes him because those who can't teach Jim. And he might become a little nepotist when Zach tells him how class today was really cool. So we crank out a montage filled with practice and study, and nobody has any idea what's going on, and until they do, none of this is wrong. Freddie pressures Katie to name 2 good chick drummers. We'll check the description for a few. The groupies play hanky-panky with Frankie, and we learn that Parents' Night is coming up hot, like Dewey's coffee. Dewey learns a secret about Principal Mullins, but before he can hatch that plan, everyone into the van! Dewey takes the kids to an audition in the middle of the day. Like, this is breaking so many laws, but it's worth the cause. And Freddie gets caught up in another band's van, and now it's bad, so Dewey becomes dad and therapist because Tamika thinks she's too fat, but it's fact that talent is better. Tell skinny people to have a seat. Dewey is fat because he loves to eat. The gig gets overbooked, but they don't know what they're missing, so he tells them to just sit down, shut up, and listen! They have stickitodemaniosis. It's a rare blood disease that will eventually kill, and that lie is good enough for the bill, and by the Hama of the gods, they're going to Battle of the Bands. The groupies found a name that sure will pop, because there is no way you can stop. The School of Rock! Stop! Miss Mullins is on the attack as Miss Lemons heard some music. Uh-oh, I think she must be on crack, right, kids? Actually, they were learning. In sing-song. So Dewey gets off his ass and does some math where 54 is 45 more than what is the answer? Tarantino Hitler?
9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
No, it's 8.
No, it's 9.
Yes, I was testing you. It's 9.
And that's a magic number.
Dewey takes Roz out for coffee, but the waiter is quite sure that they only have beer and... Oh, Stevie Nicks is here. Yeah, Stevie. Dewey catches Roz on the buzz just cause he wants to pass an educational field trip, but later Roz explains why she's wound so tight because every dad and mom will come down on her like a nuclear bomb and then lays down the stitch that she is a... Billy hits up fashion that is clashing with Dewey's ideas, and he takes a shot at Dewey's bow tie, and soon he gets an idea to wear their uniforms, and I hear a song, thinks Dewey. So Zach hits him up with the lyrics to his secret song. Lawrence, put down the book, it's time to look at a new tune. As for this section of the poem, it is the reason, it is the rhyme. Actually, it should be, it got no reason, it got no rhyme, because it doesn't. So the stars are almost aligned. It's the day before, but they can't unwind. And Dewey has to remind these elementary school students no late night parties, drinking tequila, or trying to get lucky. I hope that's still yucky. Back at the apartment, Ned gets a check because they didn't make it out the cash. Dewey can't cover his ash, and his secret won't last, so he recaps the whole movie in less time and less rhyme than me right now. One more hurdle to go. Dewey takes Ross to parents' night where he tells them that he's teaching normal stuff, but they don't call his bluff, and Whip Ned called the cops, so he pulls out all the stops by telling them how awesome their kids are, but goes too far with this classic gem. Those kids have touched him, and he's pretty sure that he's touched them. Oh, who put that there? I did. Dewey outruns the Popo, and whoa, I'm okay with bail, but did he ever go to jail? Ned tells Dewey that he has to leave like how he left music, but learning when to quit makes Dewey sick. Day of, and the kids start to fight, but they get things right by leaving on a rather short bus to bust Dewey out of his pad. It's so rad, but he practically slept in his socks, but they insist it's so punk rock. At Horace Green, the parents are furious and should be curious to know that all of their children are missing. So, Battle of the Bands. Band meeting, hands in. They have good light, sound, and beautification. Translation, they're about to play a great show with Zach's song, but School of Rock is the official title. It's vital they go with that which rocks harder, so they send up a prayer to the stairway of heaven and ask the rock gods to go melt some faces! But wait, one last thing is wrong. All the light cues are to the other song, so Gordon has to improv. No Vacancy is done playing all suave, and the parents can't stop because they didn't bring cops, and they just go get tickets and join the thicket of the crowd. It's a movie. The song kills in the key of D, but these kids deserve an A+ for the whole class because these kids know how to. Their sons are very skilled, and Mullins gets hit on by Spider, and she is furious, and delirious are the judges who gave 20 G's to No Vacancy. But they played a kick-ass show, and the crowd wants more. They chant encore, except this guy who ignores, and the kids and their mentor pour out their soul because it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Fade in on the actual School of Rock where, you guessed it, no one got arrested and the parents didn't fight. Ned's teaching chords that are basically right. As for Dewey, everything is right, and you could even say now he's a bright man. So it's a happy ending. His life is in control as the credits roll. The poem is over, but I'm still on screen. Everyone subscribing? And the comments won't be mean.
The comments won't be mean. Ah, yeah. It's time for my solo. Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, okay. We're going? You guys want to go? Fine. This is why I play drums.